about this program in particular, if you would elaborate on just the implementation, if they plan to modify the program, given the supply limitations, and according to the 2022 rebate, winners have already been announced. What challenges does EPA and EPA OIG face in monitoring these funds after winners have been announced?
Thank you for the question, and we share your concern with respect to the Queens School Bus. We announced a project recently, an audit of how the agency is handling supply chain issues and decision-making issues with respect to the Queens School Buses. Early indications are that the capacity of the United States to produce enough Queen school buses, electric school buses, along the lines of what the agency envisions is not possible. That these funds would not be executed in time to actually meet the goals of the program. We have concerns that go beyond this too. It is one thing to give a school district an electric bus. It is another thing then for them to recharge that electric bus. And at this point, we're concerned that there isn't the infrastructure for them to recharge these electric buses.
So what would happen to, what will happen to the money if they can't spend it?
This touches on a continuing recommendation that we make with the agency, which is monitoring funds that are obligated but not spent, and having the agency appropriately deobligate those funds. I cannot remember, and I will get back to you.
I'll follow up later. Okay, thank you. Ms. Donaldson, Department of Energy, we had sent, Chairs Griffith, Duncan, and I had sent a letter to DOE asking for some accounting of some funds and major spending laws, some of which we've discussed today, and I was disappointed with the response. Probably shouldn't be surprised, but it was incomplete. We got it last night, but it's a pattern over the last 2 years. The department has not been cooperating with us. For me, it's unacceptable. And one of the things they pointed to was usaspending.gov, that's where I should go to get the spending, I guess, of Department of Energy. You mentioned data analytics that they're developing. Would you speak to the timeline of these data analytics and
they have not described a timeline. I think they are, and I don't mean to speak for them. They would be the better witness to answer this question. I don't know that they have sufficient funding or staff dedicated to this mission yet. I think they recognize the power of the tool, but they are in early days in terms of designing an effective data analytics program.
Okay, thank you. Well, and I was in Congress when the Recovery Act was passed, the ARRA, and I remember they set up this whole website, and they had congressional districts that didn't exist.
Greetings, friends. So get ready for more relief. Top lawmakers in the House of Representatives and Senate are ready to close on a deal this month. One-time payments worth as much as $500 have also been approved. My friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to find out if you qualify for this aid. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is accelerating the long-stalled push for a unified House GOP strategy in Washington's high-stakes debt ceiling standoff. But in his opening offer on the debt limit is riddled with potential political pitfalls, including an expiration date that would tee up another high-stakes fiscal fight. Just months before the 2024 presidential election, Speaker McCarthy plans to present a menu of debt limit options in person when Congress returns. This includes several types of massive spending cuts, stricter rules for government social programs, and new energy policies. The House GOP has a limited time to come together with only 4 votes to spare, as it eyes a vote by late May. The party's list of potential demands, which also includes an across-the-board cut to discretionary spending and stricter work requirements on programs like food stamps, is likely to change as House Republicans hash out a formal bill over the coming weeks. They are also proposing to raise the debt limit for just 1 year, triggering another battle over the federal purse in the middle of the 2024 presidential primaries. But Speaker McCarthy and members of his leadership team are hard at work behind the scenes. That includes 2 months of discussions with 6 to 10 lawmakers at a time. The stakes could not be higher for McCarthy. The California Republican must avoid a misstep that would weaken his speakership, which any single frustrated member could force a vote to terminate. And unlike other GOP agenda items, which satisfy the party base despite their slim chances of becoming law, any debt ceiling moves are bound to draw internal criticism, which possibly exacting economic consequences. Speaker McCarthy is slated to deliver a speech Monday at the New York Stock Exchange. It's expected that he will focus on the debt limit. The flurry of new activity comes as the nation's borrowing power to pay its bills is set to run out as soon as this summer. New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham recently announced that the state will begin sending out the newest round of $500 rebates in mid-June. The State Taxation and Revenue Department will send rebates of $500 to single filers, and $1,000 will be sent to married taxpayers who file jointly, heads of households, and surviving spouses. Any resident of New Mexico who filed a 2021 New Mexico personal income tax return and who was not declared as a dependent on another taxpayer's return will receive their rebates automatically. It is also important to remember that there is no application to receive these rebates. Governor Lujan Grisham told reporters today, prices for basic necessities continue to be high across the nation. Our state is in a fantastic financial position, and it's important to me that New Mexico's families are sharing in that success. Taxpayers who received a refund by direct deposit on their 2021 return will receive the rebate by direct deposit. All others will receive a check in the mail. Direct deposits will be distributed first, and physical checks will be mailed over the following weeks, beginning in mid-June. Eligible New Mexico residents have until May 31st, 2024, to file a 2021 New Mexico personal income tax return and still qualify for these rebates. Officials are already at work preparing this next round of rebates. Taxpayers who have moved to a different address since filing their 2021 return can update their addresses online. Taxpayers whose banking information has changed since they submitted their 2021 returns will receive the rebate by mail. New Mexico residents who are not required to file income taxes because of their income level will have the option of applying for relief payments on a first-come, first-served basis through the State Human Services Department. Applications are not available just yet, and a public announcement will be made before the application process opens. Funds are limited to a total of $15 million as appropriated by the legislature. Relief payments to non-filers will be sent out this July. However, the state urges that non-filers are urged to consider filing a New Mexico income tax return, even if they are not required to. Well, my beautiful and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday. Thank you, friends, for being part of this community and for joining me here every single day. The winners of today's Walmart gift card giveaway is David Wilson and Judy Griffiths. Congratulations, my friends! To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message, or you can message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.